Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 7 de Secret Files Tunguska. Escapando do hospital militar, Nina foi investigar a região da primeira expedição do seu pai. Por um filme e documentos, sabe agora de algo bem misterioso que levou um dos pesquisadores para uma instituição psiquiátrica em Cuba. Ela resolveu ir para lá, enquanto o Max vai para a Irlanda ver se encontra o outro componente daquela antiga expedição. Ela tem no inventário só o telemóvel agora, o celular.
I wonder why such a small and remote psychiatric hospital needs a doorman, especially since there is no parking available here. Good afternoon. I'm looking for the sanatorium under the palms. Am I in the right place?
Good afternoon to you, too. Yes, as far as the name is concerned, you're in the right place.
As far as the name is concerned?
Well, it's the same with institutions as it is with political parties. The name isn't always the main concern.
How come? There are a bunch of palm trees here, aren't there?
Sure, there are palm trees here. But let's leave it at that. I've already said too much. How can I help you?
Oh, come on. What's going on here? What isn't right?
Nothing. I mean everything. Oh, it doesn't matter. What do you want?
That's a shame. I'm looking for a man named Manuel Perez. He's supposedly a patient here.
Ah, yes, could be. I don't know the patients. Go to reception on the left side. I'm sure someone can help you there. And if I can offer you a word of advice, be careful.
What? Why?
Just because. You look like you could use the warning, but be that as it may, I have to go back to my painting. Good luck.
Pintura?
You paint during your shift?
Yeah, sure. If there's nothing to do, I paint a couple of pictures. Some of them are then hung up in the clinic.
Is there really that little to do?
What do you think? We don't exactly have concerts or events where thousands of people line up the night before. I've been working here for 2 years, and you are, if I haven't miscounted, you are the third visitor.
Oh. What do you usually paint?
Everything, really. Although, if I have to be honest, everything isn't necessarily a lot. At some point, you just run out of ideas when you can only paint from one position. So far, I've painted lots of palm trees, blades of grass, and even butterflies in various positions. I'm starting to get sick of it. I paint extra slow, you know. I used to paint a picture in 30 minutes. Now I take 30 hours, just to postpone the problem of choosing the next subject for the picture.
Well, then I wish you... What should I wish for?
Wish that we have a thunderstorm. Maybe some of the palm trees will fall down, and then I would have something new to paint.
Okay. Then I wish you have a thunderstorm.
Thanks. And if you happen to run across a great idea, then please let me know.
A little while ago, you said that something wasn't right with this institution.
Me? No, I never said that.
But...
The weather is beautiful today, isn't it?
Yes, it's gorgeous. I understand. I'll leave you alone with your muse now.
Thanks. I'm still waiting for the kiss.
From me or from the muse?
Both.
Malandrão.
The future masterpieces of contemporary Cuban painting are created here. Whether they are justifiably rather unknown is something that others need to decide. I wonder why such a small and remote psychiatric hospital needs...
Não mudou o que ela fala sobre ele. Pensei que agora que ele já estava querendo beijinhos, ela diria algo diferente, mas não. Vamos lá para os fundos, então. Já que ele mandou ir para a esquerda na recepção, ela vai se meter lá nos fundos do hospital, sem autorização.
He's just taking a break, completely atypical of a construction worker. Hello? Are you a member of the staff?
Me? No, heaven forbid. I'm here to repave the courtyard with asphalt. But to do that, I have to remove the old asphalt first. It's terribly hard work in this heat. I can tell you that.
I can imagine. By the way, I'm Nina.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Bernard.
Why is the courtyard being repaved? It still looks good. I've seen streets at home that look much worse.
No idea. You're right, though. It really isn't worthwhile for just a couple of patients. Whatever. I don't really care.
Who hired you?
Some Italian-American Massimo Gattuso or something like that.
Massimo Gattuso?
Yes. He wants the courtyard to be finished in 3 days. It's completely unrealistic.
But you don't know why this courtyard is supposed to be repaved?
No.
Strange. How come someone like Massimo Gattuso has the rear yard of a nut house in a Cuban hick town surfaced with asphalt?
É, boa pergunta. Por que multimilionário ia querer asfaltar o pátio de hospital psiquiátrico em Cuba?
Did you notice anything unusual about the Institute?
What do you mean by unusual? A couple of mentally challenged and a couple of doctors in a narrow room? At some point, it's difficult to differentiate between doctors and patients.
I feel the same way about dog owners. But did you notice anything unusual?
Apart from the fact that one of them is always screaming and screeching or makes strange noises, truth be told, the Institute scares me a little.
Can you describe it a little more?
I don't know exactly. I just don't like it here. As soon as it gets dark, I make sure that I leave. And there isn't enough money in the world to get me to go in there.
Someone like him admitting just like that he is afraid without having a real reason for it? I should be cautious if I want to continue looking around here. Regarding your break...
Are you gonna deny me my break?
Oh, no, of course not.
Good. It's short enough as it is. The old lady will start smoking again soon, and then my work starts again.
What do you mean?
The cook. As soon as I see black coming out of the chimney back there again, I have to go back to work.
Smoke as a signal to get back to work? That somehow seems familiar to me. Don't you have a watch?
Nah, I don't need one. The old lady is accurate down to the last second.
Em algum momento vai precisar sair fumaça da chaminé para o cara sair daqui do pátio e voltar a trabalhar. Manuel Perez.
Do you know a man named Manuel Perez?
Who's that?
One of the people inside.
A patient?
Yes.
No idea. I haven't had any contact with them. It's prohibited by the management.
You have a bit of a stutter. Am I correct to assume that it's caused by a childhood trauma? Or did your first girlfriend disappoint you? What tragic story is behind it?
Have you ever worked 10 hours with a jackhammer and then tried to speak halfway normal?
Oh, no, not that I know of.
I thought so. Otherwise, you wouldn't ask a question like that.
Não seria metida a psicóloga se soubesse que é só efeito do martelo pneumático que ele ficou dançando a manhã inteira.
Well, then enjoy the rest of your break.
I will.
Rat-a-too, rat-a-tee. Gone, gone is the balcony. The construction worker probably would be less than enthused if I take his toy away.
Ah, então ele vai ter que sair daqui. Não, mas se ele começar a trabalhar, ele vai pegar o martelo pneumático.
It's full of dirty laundry.
Che Guevara, camarada Che, nota.
The writing says, caution. The management of this institution received reports that in recent times, strange figures in black robes were seen in the vicinity of the institution. Anyone who has seen something conspicuous or unusual is to report this immediately to the director of the institute, Dr. Charleroi. Figures in black robes. They really appear to follow me everywhere. I have to finally find out who they are and what they really want.
É uma coisa bem conhecida, gente com túnica negra. Outra nota?
Laundry service. Next pickup Tuesday, 2:30 p.m. No door handle, no keyhole. As soon as the door has closed, it cannot be opened from outside. So many loudspeakers for such a small inner courtyard?
Vamos entrar lá na especular. Se for possível. E cheio de mosca aqui na cozinha. Segurança, saúde pública vai interditar.
The food appears to have been tasty. The flies at least like it.
Pia. Que bom que a nossa pia veio, mas está muito suja, então não é bom. Então não é a nossa pia. Pratos sujos. Pratos sujos. Um garfo de carne, é isso?
A long pointed meat fork.
Tá, vamos refazer nosso inventário então.
A bunch of fresh herbs and spices. A relatively small kitchen. It's obvious this hospital does not have all that many patients. Either that, or they are all on a diet. Small
Pesos.
brass weights.
Pesos de latão. Cebolas.
A braided onion rope.
Pegou uma cebola. Para. Ah, tem mais coisa aqui para pegar. Pinças.
Sausage tongs.
Colher de sopa.
A soup ladle.
Concha, né? Não dava para cozinhar também. Aqui agora só para recepção. Hospital psicológico. Recepcionista sensualíssima. Só no ritmo caribenho. Pra aprender como faz com as mãos. Com os pés faz qualquer coisa de qualquer jeito.
No wonder that many men harbor fantasies about nurses.
Muito engraçadinha.
Good afternoon.
Hello?
I'm looking for a man named Perez. Manuel Perez. He's supposed to be a patient here. May I speak with him?
Perez? Yeah, he's here. And who are you?
I am Nina Castro. I think it would be better if I did not tell the whole world my name. As long as I don't know who's behind my father's kidnapping, it's better to be too careful than not enough.
Sorry, you can't come in here without a special permit.
But it's really important.
Important? It's really important for me to keep my job and my health. And naturally, my incomparable good looks. That's what's really important.
I'm not asking you to release him. I just want to talk to him for a second.
Listen up, darling. Now that Mr. Gartuso has the say and Nicole Charleroi was put in charge, we all have to really watch ourselves.
Massimo Gartuso? The American billionaire with a gigantic mobile phone company?
That's the one. And in Cuba, the saying goes, whoever pays decides what's for dinner. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Anotações no diário. Lembrem que eu tenho que olhar o diário, então. Música!
The music sure is loud.
Yeah, great, isn't it? I just got the disc and I've been listening to it non-stop for the last 3 days. It really keeps me going. It even makes it fun to clean. Actually, I wanted to be a dancer, but the market in this region is pretty saturated. So I had to invent a new discipline, rhythmic cleaning. I clean to the exact beat of the music. It also helps fight fatigue. I came up with it a few weeks ago and have been perfecting my technique ever since. We'll see, maybe if politics doesn't pan out. I can maybe offer a few courses for housewives. I think the demand for it is probably pretty high.
Yeah, I bet it is. Massimo Cortuzzo has bought himself a mental asylum in a sleepy town in Cuba. Don't you find that a bit strange?
I have my own theories, but I'd rather keep them to myself.
Come on, it could be really important.
Nothing is so important that a person could end up like...
Yes?
Nothing. Don't you think rhythmic cleaning would be a great business concept?
There are so many weird things happening here that I don't know where I should start being astonished. I have the feeling that it has to do with something real big. Unfortunately, my feelings do not tell me what that is.
Nicole Charleroi.
Are you afraid of your boss?
Me? Why should I?
I just had the impression.
It's misleading. It's definitely misleading.
She does want to talk. All I have to do is tickle her a little bit. The boss isn't even here, so you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that's also what Pedro thought, but then...
And then?
Nothing. Leave me alone.
This Nicole Charleroi is pressuring the workers to such a degree that they are almost shitting their pants from fear. I hope I won't have to clash with her on top of everything else.
Políticos.
You said something about if politics doesn't pan out. You're a politician?
Not yet, and I stress the word yet. There is an election in 2 weeks and I want to run.
As a politician?
Yeah, sure. Anything against it?
No, of course not. So you think you have a good chance?
Yes, I think so. I am staggeringly gorgeous, and I have already, let's just say, convinced 20% of the voters.
Oh.
But I don't want to be just one of many. I want to be the next female mayor. Unfortunately, I still need some more votes for that, but I'll get them. If only I knew how to get them.
Oh, you want to jump straight to being the mayor. How modest. What's your election platform?
Platform? No one reads it anyway. The only problem is that I just have 2 weeks and I'm still behind 120 men.
Yeah, that's cutting it close. Maybe you should try getting a platform after all.
Oh, it's much too expensive and no one is interested anyway. I just have to be able to convince more people all at once of my qualifications is all.
You mean...
Yeah, well, do you have a better idea?
I'll think about it. If I think of something, I'll let you know.
E agora ela tem que dar ideia pro pintor, tem que dar ideia pra dançarina. Vai ter que se dedicar às artes totalmente.
Then I'll leave you to your hip swing again.
Siga com as suas tarefas aí dançando.
An invitation to a slideshow called Traditional Cigar Manufacturing Methods.
Only the staff is allowed in here.
É proibida a entrada. Revisteiro. Porta-revistas.
There is a whole assortment of specialist journals from the Faculty of Definitive Relativity. I'll just take one of them with me. The selection is done according to the proven method of random chance. A magazine with the promising title, let's just say, a rhetoric magazine. One of these magazines should last me the rest of my life.
Tá, então agora ela não quer pegar mais nenhuma revista.
He makes a curious impression with his teddy bear shirt. I don't know why, but he really scares me. Hello. That's a nice house of cards you're building there.
Yeah. And now be quiet or the thing will fall again.
This institution gives a somewhat, well, strange impression. Was it always like that? Could you tell me a bit about it? Maybe you've noted something in particular.
Sure I can. But I won't. Otherwise I'll end up like... Oh, doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. Otherwise you'll end up like whom?
Just like people who ask too many questions.
Fotocopiadora.
Can I borrow the copier for a second?
Sure. Bring down my house of cards, steal my glory, my pride, my last bit of self-respect. The spark of hope in my dreary routine, the little bit...
Yeah, okay. I'll just wait until you're finished. Nicole Charleroi. She's the director of the institute here, right?
Is she here?
No, I don't think so.
Whew. Don't scare me like that again.
Are you afraid of her?
Me? No, of course not. Shay was also never afraid. On the other hand, Shay also never had anything to do with psychopathic scientists.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
You look pretty determined. Are you getting money for this house of cards?
Money? No, not money. Glory. I'll be like my ancestors and go down in history.
As a house of cards builder?
Yes. Shay started the same way.
Che Guevara?
No. Chevrolet.
Okay, I understand. I'm going.
Okay. I have to hurry anyway before the earthquake starts again.
Earthquake?
Yeah, every afternoon. Just before I finish the tallest house of cards in the world, an earthquake comes and ruins everything again. But this time, I'll make it.
Ah, o terremoto é o cara com a perfuratriz lá.
Watch out that your house of cards doesn't fall down.
Yeah, make sure you don't bring down my house of cards.
Pelo menos eu acho. É minha opinião, diria Tigo.
A copier. In order to get to there, I would have to go through the house of cards, and then there would be a slaughter here. Nice. This was probably a lot of work. I think it's better not to take them. As long as he's busy, he won't get any funny ideas, such as biting an ear off of poor little Nina. A list with the heading, "Please enter borrowed stuffed animals. Only one stuffed animal per person." Cute, droll, cozy, and cuddly. He is so cute! In order to get to there, I would have to go through the house of cards, and then there would be a slaughter here.
Vai ter que terminar aqui o castelo para ela poder passar e consultar essas coisas ali. Gramofone.
The latest record by Toptic is on there. What a cool tune. Our Latin beauty probably would not be particularly happy if I simply turn her music off.
Óculos.
They must have 4 to 5 diopters. The owner must be as blind as a bat and be bumping into everything at the moment.
Terminar o castelo? Derrubar tudo? É o meu sistema de jogo, será? E se eu puser os pesos no disco para diminuir a rotação?
The record turns more slowly due to the weight. Still, sounds pretty good. The gatekeeper appears to use this room as an interim storage room for his paintings.
Agora ela tá dançando uma música lenta ali. Revista para fazer fogo? Tá difícil saber que sequência vai fazer aqui.
It somehow does not make sense to senselessly burn senseless stuff. Hard at work, I see.
Well, anyone who works hard is allowed to take a break once in a while.
You're entitled. Does the name Nicole Charleroi mean anything to you?
Not really.
She's supposed to be the boss here. You must know her.
Oh, her. Oh, God. Keep her away from me.
That bad?
Worse. She seems nice at first, but she's something between a Valkyrie and a battle axe.
Charming.
You asked me. Am I supposed to lie to you?
No. Have you gotten to know her?
But believe me, it only takes a few seconds, and that's enough for me.
Well, then enjoy the rest of your break.
I will.
Aqui para tomar uma foto. Agora esse cara deve ter novidade quanto às pessoas.
Hello. What's your muse up to?
Something that all women do, taking her time.
The woman in charge. What is she really like?
Miss Charleroi? No idea. I don't have any contact with her. She greets me when she arrives in the morning. I usually don't see her at night because she often stays in the institute until really late.
Any peculiarities?
Like I said, I almost never see her.
Nurse Sabrina. What do you think of her?
If I would tell you, you would say I was sexist.
Yes. Her assets are apparently very apparent. And otherwise?
Otherwise, I unfortunately don't know her very well. Women of her caliber don't mess around with average-looking gatekeepers.
You just have to convince her of your qualities.
And those would be?
Well,
Yeah, thanks for the chat.
could you perhaps paint a portrait of Nurse Sabrina?
Yeah, I guess so. Just a second. I've run out of black. I can't paint without black.
Okay, I'll take care of it. How long do you need?
Probably half a day.
You have 30 minutes.
There's no way. I need at least 3 hours.
Agreed. You have 1 hour.
It's no wonder that contemporary painters have never been able to equal the masters, if the artists are constantly rushed like this. At least Sabrina can't be rushed. A few minutes ago, she danced so fast that a portrait of her would have been completely impossible to do. But she has apparently put on a slower record, so it shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Ah, então é por isso que tinha que reduzir a velocidade do disco. Eu fiz isso sem saber. Tinha que reduzir para ele poder pintá-la com tempo suficiente.
Then you could start painting the portrait?
Like I said, I can only paint Nurse Sabrina if I have black paint and a subject that isn't constantly jumping around.
I'll leave you alone with your muse now.
Marco da porta?
There are huge notches in it. It looks like somebody wildly attacked it with an axe. I hope I don't meet this someone. A pile of wood.
Agora ela pegou lenha.
I'll pile the pieces of wood like I would have learned in the Girl Scouts, had I joined them. I knew that these kinds of pseudo-magazines could help in many situations.
Agora ela não tem mais os fósforos que ela tinha. Como é que ela vai acender essa coisa?
It is really astonishing how the old tricks continue to work again and again.
Como que acende fogo com óculos? Se fosse uma lente com o sol e tudo, mas não óculos escuros. Senão todo mundo ia queimar o rosto colocando óculos escuros em pleno sol. E é bem o contrário. Tá, e agora? Agora ela pega um carvão usando essa coisa
I
aqui.
think I will have to pull the coals out of the fire. I didn't find any black paint. Do you think a piece of coal will work too?
Yes. Coal should work too.
Do you have everything you need for the portrait now?
Yes, I think so. She's a little hard to see from here, but I'll try.
"60 minutos mais tarde."
It looks great, considering it was painted in 60 minutes. I think I've outdone myself again. Don't you think?
Yes, it's really nice. And her best features are emphasized perfectly. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I'll put the masterpiece in a bag for you so it doesn't get dirty.
Ele deu uma
I'll leave you
sacola.
alone with your muse now. The portrait of Nurse Sabrina wrapped up in plastic sheeting.
Estranha inversão. Cuba. Por que haveria comprado o pouco escrupuloso multimilionário Máximo Gartuso um obsoleto hospital psiquiátrico em Cuba? Mistério. Nós vamos dar o quadro da enfermeira Sabrina para ela fazer campanha política? É isto?
Look at this. What do you think?
Oh, that's pretty. And the woman is a knockout. Oh, that's me. Oh, I always knew I was pretty, but so stunning.
Yeah, and so modest. I thought you could use it as a campaign poster.
Yeah, great idea. But one isn't enough, is it?
Women, give them a hand and they'll rip off the whole arm. If I help you out with a few more pictures, you have to help me too, okay?
Yeah, okay. And I also promise no new taxes.
Exactly. And no one wants to build a wall. I can already see you could make a really good politician. I'll see if I can come up with a few more campaign posters.
É, na fotocopiadora, mas não dá para passar pelo castelo de cartas.
Then I'll leave you to your hip swing again.
Agora eu tenho a bolsa plástica aqui.
A run-of-the-mill plastic bag. The artist has made it very clear where he considered Sabrina's true and eternal beauty to be.
Boa ideia. Porque fumaça já está saindo lá, mas ele disse que tem que ser fumaça preta.
No!
The earthquake has begun. Nina, sometimes you are really bad.
Muito bem, Bá. Às vezes você é realmente perversa, tanto quanto a Nina.
The vibrations caused by the jackhammer caused the house of cards to collapse. The poor guy will surely need them for his next attempt at the record.
Pegou o urso de pelúcia.
I used up all the copier paper. That should be enough for a campaign to cover all of Cuba. This poster surely attracts many men, but whether they are then thinking about the mayoral elections remains to be seen. Here are the campaign posters. There's no longer anything standing in the way of your political career.
Beautiful, simply beautiful. Who could resist this woman?
No one. Help me now.
Sure, I've given you my word as a politician, haven't I?
Will you help me anyway?
Fine, just this once. But watch out for Ramon. He's the caretaker here, and if he finds you, he'll make mincemeat out of you. So hurry. Perez's cell is all the way at the end on the left.
The door looks different than the other doors. Most likely it is not a cell, but the room for the caretaker, Ramon. I'd better not go in there, otherwise he will get me. There are noises coming from the cell that tell me I definitely do not want to go in there. Hello? Is someone there?
Yes, come on in. I promise you we will definitely have a lot of fun together.
Maybe next time. The cell is empty? Is this supposed to be a joke? Or do the staff not know where their patients are at any given time? It looks like blood. Looks as if someone tried to break the tiles out of the wall in a certain pattern. But I just can't think what it is supposed to mean. Isn't there something stuck between the mattress and the frame? There is! A newspaper article. It deals with the new appointment for the post of institution director. Next to the article is a large photograph of that Nicole Charleroi.
Troca de chefe. Artigo publicado num periódico local informa que Nicole Charleroi foi nomeada nova diretora do Hospital Psiquiátrico As Palmeiras. Circulam rumores de que foi escolhida a pedido de investidor estrangeiro. Câmera e arranhões.
Small grooves in the wall. Almost looks like scratches. There is something in one of the grooves. Those are fingernails. A camera has been mounted up there. Wonder if it works. The mattress is full of yellow and red stains. I don't want to know what caused them. He looks like he crossed the threshold to madness a long time ago. Sorry, may I disturb you again?
But of course, darling, anytime. I could use a little distraction.
Perez's cell is empty. Where is your patient?
Empty? What do you mean, empty?
I mean empty. No one there, all gone, little going on there. In short, it's empty.
That can't be. The doctor, she'll kill me.
Does that mean you really don't know where Perez is?
No, Ramon?
Yeah?
Where is Perez?
How come?
He's not in his cell, so where is Perez?
He's gone. I've already informed the doctor. She'll take care of it.
Take care of it? Then will she take care of us too?
I don't think so. She sounded really calm. Don't worry. Nothing's going to happen. I'm going to take care of the patient's beds here first. They need to be changed pretty badly. We'll talk after work, okay?
Yeah, we should do that. Sorry, I didn't know. You heard for yourself. Oh, Lord, watch over us.
Damn. I've flown thousands of miles just to find out that this Perez has disappeared, but I am not giving up that easily. I mean, he can't have dissolved into thin air. Is the camera in Manuel Perez's cell, is it turned on?
I think so. Charleroi mounted it, or more precisely, had it mounted.
Is there anywhere to see what the camera has recorded?
Sure, it would certainly be possible in the control room.
Can I look at it?
No, I can't let anyone in.
Come on, you owe me one.
Sorry, I don't have a key. Only Ramon and the boss have keys.
My remaining sense of propriety forbids any commentary on a skewered politician. If I manage to attach the canvas correctly, then hopefully the door will not close the next time. A one-legged pirate. He probably lost the other leg in a sea battle. A cat is sitting on his shoulders, and on the cat's head sits a parrot. And the painter immortalized a spider in the upper top corner. What a weird painting. The individual cells can be monitored from here. However, some of the monitors are only flickering. Some have been turned off altogether. The latest models. Wonder if they also were financed by this Massimo Gartuzzo guy. An old furniture-type safe. How am I supposed to unlock this lock? Maybe I'll find a clue to the correct combination somewhere in here.
No quadro do pirata, será?
1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if the safe will open now. Rats. I don't think that was it.
Uma perna, 8 pernas de aranha e 4 de gato. Mas daí dá 1, 8 e 4. E cadê o outro número? Ah, 2 do papagaio. O homem 1, o gato 4, o papagaio 2 e a aranha 8. Pela ordem que ela falou, né?
1, 4, 2, 8. I wonder if the safe will open now. All right! I'm a genius! There are tapes in there with writing on them. A. Carlos, J. Sanchez, S. Martinez, M. Perez. Here it is. I hope that it will help me somehow. Manuel is written on this cassette. Maybe it can give some information on Perez's disappearance. I'm really eager to see what's on it.
What are you doing here?
I came to see if you're helping a patient escape.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
Too bad. I don't actually like violence, but you leave me no choice. You'll go down before I do.
No, wait! I don't want to rat you out. I just need to find Manuel Perez really badly. He's my only hope.
Only hope?
Perez was with my father on an expedition many years ago. Now my father disappeared without a trace, and I hope that Perez can help me find him.
Manuel help someone? He's the one who needs to be helped.
How come?
Because he... Never mind. So you really don't want to hurt him?
No, definitely not.
Okay, I'll help you. Just don't tell anyone I did, otherwise I've had it. The doctor doesn't stand for any nonsense.
The doctor doesn't seem to be the most fun person anyway. Why?
You have no idea what they're doing with Perez here?
No, how should I?
He was brought here a few months ago at the request of a guy named Cartuso. He was also the one who put Charles Roy in charge. And then the horror began.
Let me guess. Human experiments?
Yeah? How did you know?
That's not important right now. Do you know what the goals of these experiments are?
No. It's probably because Manuel's disease is somehow special. 2 other people were also flown in, but they disappeared again soon thereafter. It has to be about something big. In the last few months, they've invested nearly $1 million in this asylum. Our salaries doubled in one fell swoop. But money isn't everything, and the price of a human life is too high, in my opinion. I wanted out sooner, but the boss said, whoever wants to get out now is gone forever. So I lost my confidence.
I understand, but I need to find Perez badly. The longer it takes me to find my father, the greater the probability that he...
Okay, I'll help you. Perez is hidden in a rock cave not very far from here, but you can't take him with you. I'll come in a couple of hours and take care of him. I know a lot of people here who will hide us.
Agreed. Take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Eu não disse boa bar lá no enigma do cofre, porque o VAR revelou que nós dois matamos a charada ao mesmo tempo. Mas em todo caso, boa bar.
The hiding place is relatively safe. Nevertheless, I hope that Ramon picks up Perez quickly and takes good care of him. The poor guy is in a terrible shape. If he was not already close to being crazy when he was brought in, nobody would have been able to take the terrible treatment meted out by Charleroi without sustaining lasting damage. Are you Manuel Perez? Hello? Can you understand me? I don't know if he understands me. But when I addressed him, he looked me in the eyes and smiled, almost as if he recognized me.
This Evank in the Tunguska region reacted the same way. Maybe he really did recognize somebody. Namely, my father.
What did they do to you in the Institute? And more importantly, why? What did they want from you? He appears to be afraid of the subject. He must have experienced some bad things in the hospital. I shouldn't torture him with it any further, even if it is important to me. My father disappeared. He was probably kidnapped. I take it that the reason he was kidnapped had something to do with his past. You worked with him for so many years. Do you know of anything that could, after so long a time, catch up to him? It's obvious he wants to tell me something, but I have no idea what. What happened back then during the Tunguska expedition? Try to remember. It could be very important. Either he can't remember anything, or he does not want to talk about it.
Pegar mais carvão pro cara escrever na parede da caverna. Ela deu o carvão pro cara e ele não escreveu nada, o paspalho.
This isn't working. I have to come up with another way of getting some information from him. I've heard that a man named Manuel Perez supposedly disappeared from the institution.
Really? I didn't notice. A patient?
Yes. Wouldn't you notice if someone disappeared here?
Yes. Actually, I would. But I'm not here 24 hours a day.
And isn't there a night shift?
No, I don't think so.
If you happen to see him, could you let me know?
If I see him, I'll bring him back to the Institute. That was the official answer. Unofficially, yes, I will let you know.
Thanks. I'll leave you alone with your muse now.
O retrato da enfermeira que o cara fez. As ações impossíveis. Ilógicas. Com tanto papel em outros lugares, por que ela
I'll
tinha
just
que
take the
pegar
picture with me again.
bem esse?
Maybe Perez can put his thoughts down to paper somehow, since he obviously cannot express himself in words. It's worth a try. Perez drew some kind of symbol. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean, but it doesn't appear to be chaotic scribbling. The symbol can be recognized clearly and plainly, and the lines are so straight, as if they had been drawn with a ruler. Now the only question that remains is how that is going to help me. I'm going to send Max a text message and a picture of the symbol. Maybe he has an idea.
Morangi must live here, somewhere nearby, if he's still alive. Hopefully the locals can help me.
Então é isso. Hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.